Hi, today we are going to 3D model a simple tool, a wrench, and we will also personalize our tool. And for today, what we are going to use is Tinkercad. So it is a user-friendly web application that we have been learning to use in the past few months, and hopefully today we can learn something new together. All right, so we will start off with our dashboard. So if you already have an account with Tinkercad, go ahead and open that up and go to your dashboard. Next, you want to click on Create New Design, and it will open a new page for you where it will have a work plane where you can design your 3D model. So on the upper left over here, it created a file name for you already, but you can go ahead and change that. So for us, we'll just say Makerspace tool. We'll type that in and hit enter, and now the name has been changed. All right, so let's start off with the basic shape that we will need, which is the body of the wrench, and we will find that on the right side. So if you look at the right side, there's a lot of options where you can get basic shapes, text, numbers, characters, and a lot more others that you can explore on your own. And we will just focus today on the basic shapes. So let's go ahead and hit that option there for box. You want to go ahead and click that, and when you release and move to your work plane, you'll see the silhouette of your box. So you can choose wherever you want it and lay it there on your work plane, and now you have your box. So if you click and hold and move it around, you'd be able to see your model. You can also control your view on the upper left area. Over here you see that little box, and then you can control it to control your view. All right, so let's go back to how it used to look, and now we will scroll so that we can zoom in our model and adjust the dimensions. So if you can see, there's little white boxes on the corners of your box, and those are telling us the dimensions of your box. So right now it's at 20. I want to say it's millimeters. The units that we're using here is millimeters, and right now it says it's 20 millimeters high, and the length and width are both 20 millimeters as well. So we want it to be not that tall, actually. We just want it to be 5 millimeters. So what you want to do is you're going to click on that white box in the corner that indicates the height of your box, and it has the number, and then you're going to click on that 20, and you want to change it into 5. I'll type in 5 and hit enter, and now you have your the height that we want it to be at. But we still want it to change because we want the wrench, the body of the wrench, to be a little bit longer, and so we will select one of those corners and change the dimension as well. So right now it says it's 20 by 20, and I want it to be at least 75 millimeters long, and I want it to be, let's say, 15 millimeters short. Like, all right, and then let's look on top. Everything looks good. All right, now I will zoom out a little bit to get a better view. Now that we have the body, now we will now move on to getting a handle. So for the handle, we'll start off with a cylinder. So going back on your right side, we will click on the cylinder and move to our work plane and look for a good spot to place it. For now, I'll put it here. And again, it will have those white little boxes in the corners to show us the dimensions. And right now it is saying that it's 20 millimeters as well. So we will change that to 5 millimeters high to match the other shape that we have. And right now it's 20, so I think that should work. Now we want the handle to also have a hole. So how do we go about doing that? So we will go again to the right side and hit another cylinder. Create that and put it somewhere here. We'll try and align that and make it in the middle, and then because we want it to be a hole, we're gonna make it smaller than the other shapes. So we will make it 15 by 15, and we want the height to be 5 as well. But this time, we want it to be a hole. So we'll select hole on the upper left. You'll see the options there. You can either select solid or hole. So we will select hole. And now, as you can see, the hole is not properly aligned. So what you want to do is click and drag so that you can select both of them. And we will look for the tool on the upper right that says align. Select that and you'll see these black circles. And because I want it to align in the middle, I'll select that dot and this dot in the middle also. And now it's aligned just the way I like it. So I'll click outside, and now that they're aligned, we'll click and drag and select both of them again, and now we will group them together to make them one solid object. So when I hit group on the upper right, now the shape was able to create a hole. So now we have these two pieces, and now I want to attach that handle to the edge of our wrench. All right, and what I'm going to do is going to click and drag and select all of them and then group them together again, and now we have one solid tool. All right, and you can make that, you can still adjust that the way you want it. This is just an example on how to do it, but there's a lot of other ways that you can also do it, but hopefully this helps give you an idea of how to go about making this tool. So next we will now do the other part of the tool, and again we will use a cylinder. So we will select cylinder and put it on the other side, and this time we want it a little bit bigger, so I'll still give it a height of 5 millimeters, but I will make it into 25 by 25. There you go. Now we want to make a hole so that it'll make that opening for our wrench, and what we will do is we'll scroll down and look for a polygon. Select that, and I'll put the polygon right here, and this time I want it to be a hole also, but let's see how to make it. So remember how a wrench is opening to one side like that, and so if you look on the right side, what we'll do is we'll just make a 6-sided polygon, and what we're going to do is we're going to stretch that polygon until it, it forms that shape that you want in your wrench. All right. Oh, and as you can see, if you click on that 2 arrows over there, you can rotate your polygon. So I will rotate it and adjust it the way I would like it to fit into my tool. Now that I see that I've achieved the opening that I want, I will now click and drag and select both items, and then select group again on the upper right, and there you go. Now that the wrench has the opening that I want, I can now group them together. So now I will move that wrench next to the handle, click and select all of them, and then hit group again. Now I have one solid tool. And of course, finally, like I said, I wanted to personalize it, so we will put a text shape on it. So look for the option that says text, click, and then bring it over your model. And on the right side, you can change the text. So for ours, let's put Makerspace. And since that's really big, let's make it a little bit smaller. So if you click on one of the corners with the white box, you can adjust it from there. All right. And for this tool, I want the Makerspace to be embedded or like engraved in it. So what I will do is I will move that text up maybe by 3 millimeters. See on the right side, there's it's counting how far am I from the base. So now I'm going to put 3. I want it to be a space. So there's going to be space from the bottom, and then I'm going to click that and make it into a hole. And then I'm going to click and drag again, and then group all of it. And then finally, as you can see, there you go. Now we have our model, and the Makerspace text is embedded in the tool, and it's now one whole tool. There you go. Thanks for watching, and I hope this was able to help you out. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to miramarmakers@gmail.com or connect with us on Facebook or on Instagram, and we'd be more than happy to help. Thank you.